Hello friend, my name is Asindra and today I'm going to continue playing for you Cinderella Phenomenon with Comp.
Hello.
Last time... Oh, we made out with Waltz.
Yeah, we made out with Walt. People died. Shit went down, yo.
Yeah, shit went down. Now, we are stepping into the reception room and almost everyone is there waiting for me. I catch Waltz's eyes first. He cocks his head ever so slightly, his lips stretching into a warm smile. I nod at him and smile back. I take a deep breath before facing everyone. This is the first time I have spoken properly with everyone since my father's death. Before I tell you of my decision, I want to apologize for everything that I have done and for everything that has happened. Mother is back because I was a coward, and father died because I was weak.
Asindra.
Ophelia is the first to respond.
It wasn't your fault, dear.
I stared down at the ground with my hands clenched. I tried to will my anger away, but only managed a few deep, stilling breaths before I look up again. I brought Mother back because I feared that disobedience would have them kill my father, yet in the end he was still... The image of Father's smiling face flashes through my mind. I clear my throat. I promised him that I would protect Angiel, and that is what I intend to do. I will do everything I can to protect our kingdom.
Spoken like a true queen.
The words are shocking, even more so when they come out of Delora's mouth. Queen?
Why do you even seem surprised, Princess? You know you're next in line for the throne.
I hadn't even thought about being the next ruler. I am not even sure I have the right qualities. Can I really do this?
That's what advisors are for.
Yeah, really?
I wanted to see you become queen. Protect our kingdom.
I cannot let Father down. I have to do this for his sake, but the kingdom comes before the crown. I will only take the crown if I can win it back.
Let's see. They're both essentially saying the same thing.
No, they're not.
No?
One of them saying, I will have to rely on you, and the other one is saying, I will do what I can, but I need your assistance. Like, one of them is using them as a crutch, and the other one is using them as an ally.
Let's go with the second one.
Okay.
Let's go with the not mildly insulting one.
I will need your help. I am still weak, but that will not stop me from training every day until we face Mother. I hope I am not asking for too much, but I hope you will all fight with me to protect our kingdom together.
You didn't even need to ask us that, Asindra. It goes without saying that we'll help you in any way that we can. I second that. We'll all be here for you.
I smile at everyone gathered. So this is what it feels to be trusted and needed. It feels good.
It's amazing what happens when you get away from abuse.
Yeah, really. It will be hard, but we will stop Mother. Together, we might stand a chance against her.
Hildir is strong, but not invulnerable.
Parfait looks at me, eyebrows furrowed.
You know what we must do to stop Hildir, Princess?
I feel a tinge of pain in my chest, but force my eyes to hold Parfait's gaze.
That's heartburn. Or a heart attack.
I look into Parfait's eyes with determination. I do.
Dance off.
What?
Dance off.
Why a dance-off?
I don't know, it just came to my mind.
Okay. Later that same day, I resumed my training with Waltz while Parfait and Delora tried to come up with a plan. Jurian and Garland returned to the town to listen for any information regarding Mother and Alcaster, or any happenings in the palace. I force myself to focus only on learning how to use my magic as fast as I can. Today, Waltz is continuing his lesson on barrier. He has been teaching me the same spells for the past week, emphasizing my protection.
Let's review the types of barriers I have been trying to teach you. Do you remember them?
One, sh-
Sorry.
one shields you from harm, while the other deflects the spell back to the caster.
Powerful spells cannot be deflected. And that's why you need to be able to tell which spells can be reflected and which cannot. Otherwise, you'll end up using the wrong barrier. And then I have a panic attack.
Yep.
A single mistake can cost you your life.
So how do I know what barrier I must use?
Magic. Allow me to demonstrate. You've seen me cast my spells many times, and you should be able to tell the difference between them.
But
For now, let's think of it as another game. Just take a guess. Who knows? You might actually give me the right answer. I'll give you a nice little treat if you do.
a treat? He always did like treating me in town.
Considering that you are now pseudo-dating, that takes on a different turn, honey.
Yeah.
It's special this time. Oh.
I wonder if this is just like those other sweet treats he's treated me to before.
There,
Well,
where do we even... There's so many jokes.
yeah, just ignore it. Walt snaps his fingers and a glimmering but faint purple light appears around him.
Might not be sweet, it might be more salty, honey.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
It is faded at first, but slowly becomes brighter as he moves his hands. Usually, the effects of Waltz's magic are immediate, but this spell is taking longer to cast, as it's stronger magic. I remember Waltz telling me before that it takes a lot of energy to cast a strong barrier. Does that apply to offensive spells as well?
Question time. What kind of barrier should you use?
I'm pretty sure you need to use a shield.
Yeah, let's go with shield.
The slow casting time makes this seem like a powerful spell, and powerful spells cannot be deflected. Surely this is the right answer.
Is that your final answer?
My confidence is thwarted by sudden indecision.
Yes. Syndra, in the midst of battle, you don't have the luxury of time to think about your decision.
I look at him and nod. It should be the right answer.
That is correct. Now prepare your shield.
I have never shielded myself from a powerful spell. What if my barrier breaks?
I don't think your boyfriend's going to kill you.
No, I don't think so either.
Or even seriously harm. Trust in yourself, Cassandra, and trust that your boyfriend will not lead you to serious harm.
Yeah. I do as instructed and stretch out my hands to cast a barrier to shield myself.
Here I go.
My hands shake as Waltz's spell collides with my barrier. I plant my feet to hold myself upright. Such a strong spell. When the light dissipates, I look up hesitantly before smiling triumphantly when I see my barrier still in one piece. I did it!
Well done, little star.
I eye the barrier again. My heart sinks when I notice new cracks in its surface. My barrier.
Don't fret, Asindra. Even the strongest barrier will obtain cracks after being hit by a powerful spell. That is when you set up your next barrier. Your opponent will usually make the mistake of assuming you have the same shield up and attack you with a weaker spell to try and break it. You can be ready for them with a new barrier.
I nod.
I'm impressed at how fast a learner you are.
I have a good teacher.
I think you're just a good student.
I think now is not the time for you to be flirting.
Right?
So, when will you teach me offensive spells?
I don't think you need to learn those quite yet. She's going to go into battle at some point.
Yeah.
The witches we're up against will probably stick to offense, which means protecting yourself will be even more vital than trying to attack them.
I told everyone that I would fight, and I meant it. If I need to hurt someone to save someone, I will do it. I look him in the eyes, my gaze unwavering. I still need to learn. even if it is just one offensive spell, Waltz. What if I need to help you? I cannot do that by just conjuring barriers. I will not lose anyone else this time, Waltz. I look up at Waltz, and my heart aches at the sight of his frown. I do not want to lose you either. That is why I need to be as strong as possible. I want to be able to protect you. Waltz makes his way over to me in just a few strides and pulls me into his arms.
I will do what I can to save you from a repeat of what happened last time, Asindra.
But
you won't lose me.
Waltz pulls back and looks at me, his expression warm and gentle.
Here is your treat, as promised.
Huh? Waltz bends down to place his lips over mine in a soft kiss. It is a short-lived kiss, but it's still enough to make me breathless.
You're all red, Asindra.
That was your special treat?
Disappointed?
I quickly press my cheek to his chest to keep him from seeing my tinted cheeks. No.
Let's call it a day. You need to rest.
Teach me an offensive spell first.
Asindra, we've been practicing since morning, and it will be dark soon.
What's so funny?
The video of Kaden, the vine, with her cat. You know, this is my kitty cat, pat, pat, pat. That one?
Yeah.
I just got linked that in the Skype chat. As if I've never seen it before. You already know that overusing your magic will take a toll on your body, especially when you're still getting accustomed to it.
I shake my head at Waltz, determined. Using my magic before did wear me out, but now I can handle more. What kind of bearer would I be if I couldn't handle this much? Please, I am begging you, Waltz. He eventually sighs and rubs the back of his neck.
Okay, but just one spell.
Thank you. He steps away from me.
What English, hello, what I will teach you is a lightning spell. It is not for the faint-hearted. It will inflict excruciating pain on your enemies, and also potentially paralyze them. All I can think of is that one warning sign on an electric box somewhere that's like, if you touch this, you will die from electrocution, and it will hurt the entire time.
Wow. I've never seen that, but that sounds like it makes sense, yeah. I nod as Waltz continues his explanation. Though I try my best to conjure the electricity, I have only managed sparks at the end of the day. That's still progress. I collapse onto my bed. I can feel the exhaustion lying over me like a blanket. I can barely move my arms after trying the lightning spell over and over again. I need to learn that spell as soon as possible. I yawn and then close my eyes. Sleep comes easy that night.
Asindra.
That voice.
Come back to me, my sweet princess.
No.
You have no choice in this, little one. You will come back to me, whether you like it or not. I will be waiting for you.
I sit up in my bed, my heart pounding loudly in my chest and in my ears. A dream? I wipe unexpected beads of sweat from my forehead as I calm myself with steady breaths. No, I will never go back to you, Mother. I end up waking up later than usual, a result of my practice from yesterday. When I step inside the reception room, I see Jurian and Garland speaking with Parfait, Delora, and Waltz. There is a definite solemnity to the air. They all turn to look at me as I approach. Did something happen?
Princess, the palace made an announcement today. They're issuing a higher bounty on your head for murder and treason.
Oh. What?
It was very strange. What with the fact that they haven't even bothered to look for you since that day. Something must have happened that forced them to suddenly act.
Delora soon gathers everyone in the room to discuss Jurian and Garland's discovery. The only one who is not here is Anne Rice, who is in town buying ingredients for the Marchand's meals.
But Asindra didn't kill anyone. Isn't there some way to convince them?
Alcaster is in power now and the people favor him. Now that everyone remembers who I am, they are once again frightened of me. No one would listen to you.
They haven't seen how much you've changed. If only they could understand your circumstances, then they might be more sympathetic.
I look at Emmeline in surprise and find myself smiling at her. Thank you for your kind words. I turn to everyone once again and frown. Once again, I am the one putting everyone in danger. I am so sorry. If any one of them gets hurt, I will never forgive myself. Waltz takes my hand and squeezes it. The simple gesture does wonders to calm my nerves.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Asindra. We've told you already, we want to help you. We're in this together.
We're all in this together.
He's right. I'm not sure if there's much Rod, Emmeline, or I could do, but we will definitely support you until the end.
Before, I might have cringed at her words, but now, Ophelia has nothing to gain from pretending.
Mother is right. We're a family, and we will not abandon you.
Ophelia and Emmeline are both smiling at me warmly. Even Rod seems to have a ghost of a smile on his face. Thank you.
I apologize for bringing this up, Karma, but is it possible to ask for reinforcements from Brigantia?
Brigantia?
Brigantia.
Brigantia is one of our neighboring kingdoms. We have never had close ties, mostly because Brigantia's king tends to stay away from our personal and political affairs. They have always refused to engage in any sort of violent affairs. We all look at Karma, who stands there looking sullen. After a few moments, he lets out an exasperated sigh. You want me to ask the kingdom of Brigantia for help? I remember Karma mentioning before that he was part of a noble family, but I did not expect him to be from Brigantia. What is he doing here, and how could he possibly ask for help from a king? The king does not participate in battles or skirmishes. It seems unlikely that he would provide support.
Honey, the dots aren't that blurry. Connect them. He wouldn't provide assistance. Not even if his own son asked him?
Son? You mean... Karma crosses his arms and sighs. Well, I suppose there's no use in hiding it anymore. Yes, I am the son of King Clement of Brigantia. Judging from the sudden quiet in the room, it seems that Parfait, Delora, Waltz, and the knights were the only ones that knew.
You're the lost prince?
The Lost Prince?
The lost prince?
The Lost Prince!
It's like the start to a chorus in a song.
Yeah.
Now on Broadway, the Cinderella Conundrum. Gennaro told me that King Clement... I just want to keep saying, like, Clemente.
I wanted to say Clementine, so...
He's King Clementine, fuck it. Gennaro told me that King Clementine's oldest son had disappeared just a year ago.
There were... circumstances. My family never knew I had the fairy tale curse. I was forced to leave my kingdom so that I could come here to break my curse. He came to Angiel to break his curse? His eyes wander slowly to me, but then he focuses once more on the conversation. To answer your questions, though, no, I do not believe my father would send help. He hasn't heard from me since I left a year ago, and he would most likely think me some kind of impostor unless I showed up at the kingdom's doorstep. Even then, he would have too many questions, and we would never get the help we were seeking in time.
It seems we can't rely on them for help. That's literally what... Okay.
Yep.
Even Anne Rice is like,
We all turned to stare at Anne Rice. The fine Lady Anne Rice has suddenly appeared in the Marchen. What magic is this?
I liked him better when he didn't talk.
Yeah.
Or when he only said one line and it was basically like, shit's fucked. I actually just came back. I'm sorry for startling you all, but I found this and I had to bring it back. It's a wanted poster.
Her smile fades as she pulls out a flyer for us to see. An announcement.
From the looks of it, 4 days from now, Alcaster will make a speech about the changes that are to happen in Angiel.
Changes? That doesn't sound very promising.
It means bad news, but it may be worthwhile to take a look. This might give us some insight into what's happening at the palace. Isn't Fritz still in the palace?
Who?
And Fitzgerald.
Fritz, yes. I don't know where he is.
Like,
he's still Blarg, I think.
You'd think, oh, that's true. Oh, fucking Blarg.
Yeah.
Eldir is still in hiding, but it seems very likely she could be involved in all of this somehow. No, really? They could be plotting something special for that day. Like a mass curse.
Yeah, really.
Garland and I can go to the event, then. We'll make sure not to stand out.
I am coming too.
A Syndra.
I need to know what is happening. I cannot hide forever, Waltz. I will go, and I do not need anyone's permission to do so.
My fucking nose itches, oh my god. Well, I guess you're technically the next queen after all. Delora, don't encourage her. We both know how stubborn she is. She won't stay put, even if we command her to.
Delora looks at me and winks. Parfait lets out a heavy sigh.
Oh my god. Waltz and Karma will accompany her then.
Waltz nods. Karma looks somewhat startled, but eventually nods as well.
Oh no, I've been volunteered.
Voluntold, more like.
So until that day comes, we all need to prepare for the worst case scenario.
And we will find out what the worst case scenario is next time. Yeah. So, thank you for watching. Comp, do you have anything to say?
Just that the princess is gonna give herself away when she's walking through the streets going, ah!
Yeah, that would do it. Well, no, she has Waltz with her. He can lead her, so she doesn't have to see. So, I love you. Bye-bye.
Bye!